Good morning, Mr. Trudeau. Jay Turnbull, CBC. Same question in English. Mr. Legault says he's examining his options when it comes to immigration. The PQ is threatened to call a referendum if Quebec doesn't get full control. Do you think this is threatening national unity?
I think the issue that we have had a larger number of temporary immigrants over the past years in Quebec, but elsewhere across the country, is one that we're having to deal with. We took some concrete measures across the country and here in Quebec on the issue of international students that was increasing far too fast and putting at risk vulnerable international students. We've taken strong measures on asylum seekers, whether it was closing down Roxham Road or now reimposing a Mexican visa that has brought down the numbers significantly. We've made progress on that. And there's conversations to be had around temporary workers. We know that there is a need by businesses across the country to rely on international workers. At the same time, we've seen those numbers increase in such a rapid way that it's putting pressure on housing, it's putting pressure on healthcare systems and education systems. We're all about rolling up our sleeves and working with the provincial government to solve some of these challenges here in Quebec, but right across the country as well.
Next question.
Bonjour, Geneviève Beauchemin, CTV News. Earlier this week, you called premiers who want to end the carbon tax short-term thinkers. Is the Liberal Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador, Andrew Furey, one of those short-term thinkers?
I think a lot of people are seeing the public pressure of folks who are worried about the cost of living and worried about affordability. And one of the challenges that is out there is that everyone seems to be talking about the price we've brought in on pollution. Nobody is talking about the Canada Carbon Rebate that puts more money in the pockets of 8 out of 10 families across the country than the price on pollution actually costs them. So taking away the price on pollution or leveling it off where it is would actually mean less money in the pockets of 8 out of 10 Canadians in the jurisdictions where it's imposed, which doesn't make sense. Canadians are squeezed on groceries, they're squeezed on rent, they're squeezed on cost of living. We are putting more money in their pockets 4 times a year with the Canada Carbon Rebate, and we're going to continue to do that.
So what are you going to say to Mr. Furey, though, specifically? Do you think he's a short-term thinker?
I think Mr. Furey is continuing to bow to political pressure. I think Canadians in Newfoundland and Labrador and right across the country expect their governments to do the right thing. And the right thing right now is not just fighting climate change and spurring innovation for the future. It's about being there to support Canadians during this affordability crisis. And the Canada Carbon Rebate helps out 80% of Canadians with more money than they pay in terms of a price on pollution. It's basic math, and we're going to continue to be there to support Canadians with the Canada Carbon Rebate.